Oh, shit. Oh, shit. What the fuck happened to my... Okay. I don't have my headband. And it looks like I'm not going to have my headband for the... Oh, whoa! The world turned upside down. Wow. Wow. Maybe the earth is flat after all. Alright, this your boy Bruce Leroi without the fucking headband. Shit, LeBron stopped wearing the headband. I'm not going to stop wearing the headband. Just I forgot it. But anyway, moving forward. It's your boy Bruce Leroi, man, once again. Friday was interesting. Tried to go get some business handled. Didn't work out. And Saturday, just bullshitted too much. But nonetheless, we are behind. So we're not doing no motherfucking piano. I don't actually care this time around that I'm not doing piano. Out of curiosity's sake, did I even put anything in here? I genuinely don't think I did. I could have swore I did have a headband here. Ah, whatever, fuck it. It's not... It matters, because it's the brand, but it's like, whatever. Yeah, man. Follow me on the Twitch, I'm BruceLeroi. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, I am Bruce Leroi. Follow me on TikTok, it's BruceLeroi. So today, we just going to be talking about a lot of football. Okay, a lot of football, and there's been like some news here and there I want to speak about. Two things I want to speak about before we start heading to football. We're going to talk about the Nitro Camden situation. And there was some other shit I saved on Twitter that I would like to talk about. Bro, it was this dude. If y'all go on Twitter, it was this guy that the fuck am I looking for? It was this guy on Twitter. It's not a Twitter video, but that's why I found it. So he come up to two deers. He got peanut butter crackers. And I swear to God, that probably is the funniest video I've ever seen on social media, like, ever. Like, that shit is fucking hilarious. But yeah, I have that saved. I will net for the rest of my life, bro. Oh, we gotta talk about Jordan Poyer ass as well. Okay, where? I know for a fact, it's probably in my comment section. Do the city guys account? It's not important. Let me go to my post. What the fuck? Real quickly, we got to get some things I started. So first off, when it comes to Ed Oliver's son, rest in peace. Condolences to Ed Oliver and his entire family. I think, having your child drown is beyond scary, and it's something that I absolutely wish on no one that's a father or a mother. That's a terrible situation to go to. Another thing, rest in peace to Michael Wright. Let me make sure I got his name right. Yeah, Michael Wright. Shout out to Michael Wright, man. Rest in peace. Condolences to that entire family. Legend. Sugar Hill, Money Talks, 5 Heartbeats. There's some other roles too that I may or may not be familiar with. But when you talk about acting legends, we talk about somebody that, was a part of some great classic films that had a major impact on the black households everywhere. But just in general, just a very remarkable actor, very tragic. I think he passed away at 70. Yeah, man, so. The way he pulled that role off, I'm surprised he didn't go pursue a damn music career or something, man, because he was singing his ass off, bro. I ain't gonna lie. He was like Casey before Casey. You know what I'm saying? If y'all don't know. So, the first thing I want to talk about is 19-year-old William Leapart. Okay? I think he's from Texas, and he might have been just visiting L.A. I don't know the exact details. But he got killed over wearing an Astros hat. And I have some thoughts because the comment section was very, very fucking weird. Okay, you had some people that were from LA sounded like they were defending this young man getting killed over a fucking hat. Not because he went over there purposely to try to start some shit, but simply due to, unfortunately, the toxic parts of humanity. And there are people actually defending this shit. That a young man was killed over a hat. Now, granted, whoever the fuck was with him, I don't know how the fuck he got in LA with nobody from the area to tell him, hey man, don't wear that Astros hat. Because the Astros, if I'm not mistaken, it represents Hoovers. So somebody should have told him to be careful what you're wearing. So first and foremost, I don't know who the fuck was over there. And somebody had this man set up bad, if that was the case. Because how the fuck do you supposed to love and care about somebody? And I'm not trying to point no fingers because I don't know the fuck situation. But I do know this. You tell me everybody that was around this young dude over in LA, nobody told him to say, hey, don't wear that hat. The second thing is, we as the black community, we just, how should I put this, man? Some of us are attracted to fucking dysfunction. And no matter what type of logical reasoning that I present to you as far as trying to do better as a community, trying to elevate as a community, I just realized that even with that damn song, Spin That Song, niggas don't really care like that, bro. And I genuinely mean it. Like, people have these conversations, but people don't really stand by what the conversation they be having. They be like hypocrites in a sense. And we're all kind of hypocrites in a way. You know what I mean? Because we all got sin, right? But I say that to say this. A lot of us talk about, oh, we need to do better as a community. We need to unite. Sometimes we finger point other nationalities and the prejudice that we done faced and all of that. And all of that plays a factor. That's not like, I'm not saying that as far as say, oh yeah, that's not like what it is. No, it is what it is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the slavery, the Jim Crow laws, the institutional racism, like all of that shit that we encounter on a daily basis, it still takes place. But I'm so sick of everybody saying it's this nationality that's doing this, that, and the third, that's pulling these strings, this, that, and the third, when we're not even treating each other the right fucking way. And when we have conversations about it, it's all fine and dandy until we got to start looking ourselves in the fucking mirror. It's like we point a mirror to everybody fucking else. Everybody else. With the exception of ourselves. What we allow, what we perpetuate in certain rap songs, right? And don't get me wrong, I like the ignorant shit from time to time. Like, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, we have to conduct ourselves much better than what we do. And we have to stop giving an audience to fucking bullshit. And that's what we've done. We've given an audience to bullshit. We've celebrated bullshit for so long. This young man did not deserve to fucking die over a fucking baseball hat. And the fact that we continuously seem like some of us are okay with this shit that continues to happen and unfortunately will not stop happening. We treat each other like shit. We point to all these nationalities, talk about something. This person does this. This person from this ethnic group does this. We don't even do each other right. Pause. But you understand what I'm saying? Like on some real shit, we don't even do right by each other. If we give an opinion that says, hey, we need to stop the bullshit as far as like endorsing the bullshit parts of the culture and putting it on a fucking pedestal, we get slandered for it. We get told, oh, you're not really black. You're not really from the experience. It's a slap in the fucking face to all our ancestors that done came before us and then fought for our fucking rights. To have what we have today, to enjoy the simple freedoms that we have today. to enjoy the rights that we didn't have back then that we have now. It's a slap in their fucking face. Because it's all good to have a conversation until the conversation has to start. We have to start looking in the fucking mirror and basically saying, well, how the fuck are we continuously perpetuating the bullshit? What is it about our behavior, about our conduct, about the things that we stand for and stand by that continues perpetuating and pedestalizing the same bullshit that's self-destructing our people? The truth of the matter is, all these motherfuckers that want to have a conversation, they don't actually want to have a conversation, because the sad part about it is some of our people in the black community actually don't mind what the fuck is going on and actually wanted to keep going. They don't want change. They don't want to do better with our lives, with their lives. They don't want to do better on behalf of the black community in totality. They don't want to fucking do better. They don't care. They like ignorance. They welcome ignorance. They're okay with it. So until we are willing to look in the mirror and look at our own conduct and have accountability and responsibility for how we talk, how we present ourselves, the things that we represent, the people that we associate with, and taking the stance against the shit that is destroying our community. Until we're ready to have an honest conversation about this shit, unfortunately, he will not be the only one. And that's not to say that his life being taken away is a good thing. Okay? It's not to say that. But this is going to be a continuous cycle until we have a real conversation and say, you know what? We have to stop representing ourselves in manners that adhere to the stereotype. That the people that stereotype us and say that all we do is this, that, and the third, we've fallen right into this shit and we don't care. So until we're ready to have an honest conversation, what I mean, not just talking, self-examination, self-accountability, self-responsibility, acknowledging that we in some ways play a part in this and making actual changes to our behavior and shunning the bullshit, being openly shunning the bullshit rather than endorsing it, calling it out, speaking up against it. This shit will continue to take place. It won't stop. So I would say we got to do better, but the truth of the matter is some of us don't want to fucking do better. And that's just the reality. So some of us, we like the dysfunction and we wanted to keep going. So unfortunately, this young man will not be the only victim moving forward. Regardless of his fucking age, this is unacceptable. To kill somebody over a fucking hat? Really? But some of us don't, hey, it's like, yo, it is what it is. That's what it is. That's what it fucking should not be. And that's the problem. That's the problem. We're scared to speak out against it. But we're quick to call out other people. And I'm going to segue a conversation. I love Rhapsody. Rhapsody is a legend. And when it comes to hip hop and it comes to, real spitters, Rhapsody's a legend. Shout out to Rhapsody. No Jumper, I understand. Not No Jumper back then. No Jumper back then was dope. No Jumper now is a bunch of bullshit. It's endorsing the bullshit. It makes us look fucking bad. Like, it's like fucking Jerry Springer on YouTube. Like, it's a fucking mock. The platform, when it comes to putting us on the SoundCloud artists, like the early days, I'm talking about 2017, around that area, that sweet spot, maybe a little bit later than that. But ever since it started transitioning to allowing other people in, that the journalistic ability wasn't there, you start allowing any old type person to come in that motherfucker and work for you. And then you start making it a fucking mockery to the point where people are actually having real fist fights while they're at work. Like niggas was getting into real actual scuffles. Niggas was going viral for actually getting punched in their fucking face and bleeding all over the place and shit. It started to become a fucking mockery. It started to become a fucking joke. It started to become a raccoon situation, if you catch my drift. It's a fucking joke. No Jumper used to mean something. I used to love No Jumper. Like, especially when around the time it was putting artists on and catching them right before they really start to pop off into the mainstream. Or just artists that really just were making noise in the community and really leading the next generation into what hip-hop is now. No Jumper was a respectable platform back then. It's not a respectable platform. Not anymore. And then you lose guys like AD, guys like T-Rail, guys that actually brought value to the fucking platform and start hiring people based upon, they affiliated. Not because they actually add any real journalistic value and credibility. No, let's just put them together because we know if they fight or they do some bullshit, it's going to go viral. That's it. Raccoons at its finest. That's what that fucking platform is. It's not a respectable platform anymore where there's substance. There's no substance over on that fucking platform anymore. None. Zero. There's no substance. Now, Vlad, on the other hand, I think Vlad get a little bit too much hate. Number one, his job is not to be... I think this is where people get it fucked up. And give context, Rhapsody was on DJ Head's podcast. And I have to be honest with you, I don't like DJ Head. Here's the reason why I don't like him. I don't know him that well. I haven't watched his content like that, but I don't like DJ Head because the nigga was one of the leading motherfuckers that was in the, getting niggas to try to hate Drake because, like, he one of the niggas that low-key annoyed the fuck out of me, and I'm going to tell you why. Because he was one of those people, like, on the Kendrick side that was trying to have, like, a moral compass on niggas. He was kind of leading the charge as far as saying, well, if you're like Drake, then you must be a fake motherfucker. Or if you like Drake, you must be a bad... It's like niggas that were supporting Kendrick during the whole beef and shit. They try to hold this moral-ass high ground to act like if you like Drake, or you still like Drake after they started the battle, that you were somehow a bad person or you're morally bankrupt or some dumb shit like instead of saying like, yo, I like both of their music. I'm a fan of both of them. I don't give a fuck how you feel. I'm a grown-ass man who both of them has had some effect on my childhood, right? Drake's, I would say, more or less more than Kendrick, but it's not to diminish anything Kendrick has done at all. But it is to say that I like both of their shit. And I'm going to continue to listen to both. I'm a grown-ass fucking man. If y'all niggas want to sit up there and play high school and y'all 30s and motherfucking 40s, that's y'all motherfucking problem. I'm not doing that. I'm a grown-ass man. I don't show no loyalty to the nigga that wouldn't give me a fucking quarter to go dry some goddamn clothes. You know what I'm saying? Or goddamn, you know what I'm saying, back when it was still phone booths and shit. Dog. I'm too goddamn old. I'm not that old. I'm like 25, 26. But look, the point I'm trying to make is this. The nigga always act like there was some moral high ground or like you had lacking tech. No, I like Drake's music. Sorry. I don't think Kendrick does everything right, and I don't think Drake everything right. But I don't give a fuck. They both great artists. I like both of them. Sorry. You're not going to make me hate Drake because you don't like Drake or because you're more or less based on the West Coast, so you're going to side with Kendrick. That's your decision. Don't put your motherfucking decision on this grown-ass man right here. That ain't got shit to do with me. So he was one of the niggas that was, like, leading that charge, and he was always kind of, like, annoying as shit. Like, the way he approached the battle, and when he took his side, take your side, go ahead. But when he started perpetuating these fucking ideas that niggas are supposed to hate Drake because y'all don't like Drake, that's not my fucking problem. That's not anybody's problem for that matter. Nigga, I'ma still listen to Drake. I'ma still listen to Best I Ever Had. Find Your Love, motherfucking God's Plan, Jumbotron shit popping. Recently, Janet, Shut the Fuck Up, Shebang. I'm still gonna rock all them bitches out. I don't care. Hours in Silence. I'm still gonna listen to them bitches. I don't give a fuck how y'all feel about it. I don't care. I like Drake's music. You know, I think that he didn't deliver the best of product with the 3 projects. The first one wasn't too bad, but the other 2 were just, it was hot dog water. And I think a lot of that had to do with him trying to get out of his deal in his defense. But it was mediocre, okay? But I like both artists. Sorry. And I love GNX. I love TV Off. You know, everybody not like us, you know, except for everybody that's with Drake. But everybody, the song is a hit. You know what I'm saying? We just fans, bro. We don't give a fuck about all that. Like, whoever the fuck you want to interview with Kendrick, you think Kendrick's going to do you a favor later on down the line, and that's why you trying to pick sides. Okay, that's fine. You do you, nigga, but don't put your choice on me, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like I hate niggas who do that. One thing I respect a nigga who stand on their opinion and don't try to force other people or try to shame other people for having a difference of opinion. You can even say why you disagree with the other side. I have no problem with that. But don't sit up there and try to shame a motherfucker for having the opposite opinion of you. Especially if we're not talking like morals. We're talking about like, okay, musicians and artists that you're supposed to talk about the music listening experience. That's not right or wrong. There's no moral high ground to that. Unless a nigga just saying some crazy ass shit. But realistically, there's no moral high ground, bro. Like, music is music. Like, we're fans. Don't give a fuck about if you want a Kendrick feature or maybe that nigga gonna put you front row at one of his shows. Okay, cool. But don't sit up there trying to shame the fucking public for liking Drake. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. I like Drake and I like Kendrick. You're not gonna choose a side. That's not happening, motherfucker. It's not the damn Twix commercials and shit. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? So that always pissed me off. But Rhapsody, for DJ Vlad, I think DJ Vlad is great. The only thing I think he kind of petty about is like him trying. I get why he's doing it. Because if you give a nigga an inch, they're going to take him out. Which means it's like he got so many moments that are clippable. But I think fair use is fair use. You know what I mean? I get why he's doing it, but fair use is fair use. I'm going to tell you why I like DJ Vlad. DJ Vlad is not only a great interviewer. DJ Vlad, a lot of actors that we forgot about or a lot of actors that were denied an opportunity or haven't gotten as much work, DJ Vlad brought them back on the spotlight. Oh, you remember Leon? Yeah. You remember Tyron Turner? Yeah. You remember, what's that guy named? Jason Weaver? Yeah. All of these guys that were, I don't want to say obscure because I don't want to disrespect them because once you accomplish something great, you are great, right? But I want to say we kind of forgot about it. We moved past them. He put a light back on those guys. So it matters. And he's had some great rap interviews. The him and Boosie ones were legendary. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's had some great interviews. The Godfrey, unfortunately, they kind of, I like Godfrey a lot too. Shout out to Godfrey, the comedian. They had some great interviews too. Lil Jamar, you know, I don't like how he hated on Eminem for no fucking reason. They had some great interviews too. So like, Vlad has done a lot of people be like, well, yeah, he be trying to get niggas to be. Shut up! That's not his fucking job. He's not your lawyer. The nigga like Perry Mason, you motherfucker. And then like Matlock, that nigga his job is not to be your public defender and try to say his job. Let me just say right now, and this is when niggas get it fucked up. Niggas got entitlement issues. Like, they think that because you come on a platform, they supposed to, like, sing praises to your name. That's not what an interview is supposed to about. And then niggas will get mad about the interview. Like, the person being interviewed will say some shit about a certain individual. And then that certain individual, instead of getting mad at the person who said what they said, they get mad at the person conducting the interview. That nigga has no obligation to you whatsoever. So if the nigga that he's interviewing is talking about you and it's not it's in a negative light, it doesn't fucking matter. That's not his responsibility is to give the people what they want, which is as much information as possible, preferably gossip. The crazier the story, the better. The more entertaining, the more. His job is to entertain his audience by making people give up information. That is his job. So that means his job is to get people to say as much as possible. And if it is at the risk of you telling on yourself, that is your fault. That's not on Vlad. Vlad's responsibility is not to protect you from the shit you may or may not have done. That's not his job. That's not nobody's job that's doing an interviewer's job. Interviewer is not responsible for the person that they're interviewing. They are responsible for giving the people what they're looking for, which is entertainment. That means I got to get this motherfucker give up as much information as possible. If I did that, I did my job. That's it. That's what it's about. That is a job of an interviewer, not to be your fucking PR representative, not to be your fucking lawyer. That's not his job. That's not her job. Whoever's conducting the interview. That's how niggas got on Shannon Sharp for what Cat Williams said. It didn't even make any fucking sense. Oh, your platform messy. No, you're just mad because niggas, like, number one, some of y'all really wrong Cat Williams. And then if you're a grown man and you really about yours, bro, all you gotta do is apologize. That's it. If I wrong somebody, what the fuck do I like having an ego about not apologizing? Does that make sense? No, the hell it really don't. You know what I'm saying? So you got upset because Cat Williams revealed some information and had some fucking receipts to back up what he was saying? Because you might have stole his joke and wasn't man enough to say, you know what, I apologize, I did steal your routine, or I was inspired from your routine in some way, shape, or form. It is okay, we all influenced by each other. But goddamn it, don't get on a motherfucking what's the name and start getting mad at the person that you took their shit. It's obvious that you took their shit. And it's okay. The easiest fucking thing to do is literally to say, man, that's one of the people I would influence. Like, niggas got too many egos, too much fucking pride. Like, if somebody influenced me and I did something to pay homage, I'm going to say their name. So many of these niggas want to try to operate like they're their own entities, and everything that they done was 100% on their own. They came out the womb fucking writing, you know what I'm saying, writing Tom Clancy books and shit. We're human. We learn, we observe the things that we like, we tend to emulate. This is human psychology 101. It's okay to say somebody influenced me. I just think it's an ego thing where niggas don't want to feel like that. Oh, if I'm influenced by somebody, that nigga, I'm giving that nigga a license to sun me. No. Just tell the truth. Yo, I was influenced by X, Y, and Z. And it's okay. It's not that serious. You know what I mean? But like niggas be too goddamn egotistical for my goddamn taste. You feel what I'm saying? Like, bro, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? So I want to talk about, what's the goddamn streamer name, bro?
What you was looking for, gang? You know what I'm saying?
Julian Newman is just needs to stop. So Nitro Camden, he got rated with a bunch of 10,000 viewers, some Stable Ronaldo, some other big streamers. And he went viral recently because he had a mom that was actually abusing this nigga on camera, almost to the point it was some weird shit where it looked like she was trying to kiss the guy. I think she bit him on the nose. I'm not gonna lie to you. Kids, do not put your hands on your parents. But I'm gonna keep it a being with you. If you fucking beating on me for no motherfucking reason, or you trying to take it a step where like I feel like my life is in danger, nigga, I'm gonna hit you back. Y'all always call me crazy all you want. Listen, I'll take an ass whooping. As kids, we gotta take the ass. If he did something wrong, take the ass whooping. Or, you know, our parents tripping one day, man, let it rock. But if it's to the point where I feel like, man, you are fucking abusing the shit out of me Not because I did something, because you just want to take with your anger, your frustration out on whatever going on in your life out on me. I'm going to have to put my hands on you back. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You think for a motherfucking second I'm gonna let, and this, I respect my parents to the point where, like, I'm not coming on this goddamn platform and tell you to put your hands on your parents. Don't do that. Sometimes your parents chewing you out and you feel they're unfair, let it rock. If they goddamn whoop your ass because you did something wrong, let it rock. That's discipline. You know what I'm saying? Take the discipline, move on, and just whatever. You know what I'm saying? But that wasn't discipline. That was straight up abuse. And I have two modes of thought to this. My first thought was, why the fuck is she not in jail? Because I almost guarantee you, and I don't want to try to make this a double standard thing, but I'm going to say what the fuck I want. You already know I don't give a fuck about how people feel about my opinion. I'm going to say it. If that was a father doing that to his child, his ass would be in cuffs right the fuck now. The nigga probably would be in a fucking preliminary hearing as we speak. Trying to take a plea deal off of a foot and probably have to serve motherfucking 5 years for that. I'm just keeping it a bean. So something, the fact that she's not in jail for what she's doing, it doesn't make any fucking sense. Why the nigga gotta press charges? And here's the part that fucks me up the most. You niggas swat people, not because there's evidence of what's going on, all because the nigga decided to call and say, hey, such and such did this. I don't have to have no robbery. Remind you, everything is on camera. So all five got to do, the police is look up the goddamn stream and see what the fuck going on. And the camera's on. They're live. I bet you, and I'm not going to do this, by the way, so nobody come after. I don't want to hear no knocks on the door, and I'm not doing none of this shit. If I say a word, or I say, man, I want to myself, right? Not going to happen. Just talking. Hypothetical example. I'm not that pissed off about my life. You know what I'm saying? At this point in my time, everything I do or don't do is in my control. If I want better, I know I can do better. So don't look at me, oh, you this nigga, like, no, I'm not. Trust me. I ain't saying I'm having the best of times, but the ball is on my court. I know for a fact, if I want my life to be better, it is my responsibility to make it better. So I'm not like that down about it. That's what I will say. If I were to do any of those things online, you realize that they will come knocking immediately. Nigga, I'll be taken away in a fucking paddy wagon, nigga. Straight up. If I did any of what I just said just now, paddy wagon. And if I say something was a joke, man, I'm about to go do X, Y, Z. My ass will be taken away in the next fucking 2 minutes. So my question is, this woman was abusing. That's assault. I don't give a fuck if he's 18 and he's a legal adult. That's assault. She should be fucking locked up. Why does she still have her freedom? And I don't try to advocate for moms, somebody's parents going to jail. But in that scenario, whatever the fuck you did, you gotta pay you don't want to do the time, don't do the motherfucking crime. You know what I'm saying? So in that scenario, why the fuck wasn't a mom locked up? It just don't make sense, because I promise you, if that was a father doing that to his son or his daughter, that nigga would be in cuffs within the next 2 to 3 minutes. How the fuck do what's the name respond to all they gotta do is call in and say, hey, son, mind you, the video is on. The camera's on. When you're streaming, the camera's on the whole time. It's live. It ain't like it's pre-recorded and shit unless you post it on your YouTube or whatever. Like they have it on Twitch, but it's like whatever. But like in the moment, you're live. Everything that's happening is live. So if I really did whatever the fuck this goofy motherfucker who tried to get me rated, if I really did what they said, it's live. So how the fuck do you are able to enter somebody's house, damn near put them under arrest, disturb their peace, without any actual evidence? Just a nigga saying something. Meanwhile, there's a camera on me the whole time. We're live. The niggas can see every fucking thing. So you can swat somebody because somebody says something. They don't have any credibility. Mind you, you're not punishing motherfuckers for calling Because technically, you call the police and ain't nothing going on. You try to make it a habit of doing that. That's actually a felony. That's a felony. Why the fuck are we making laws to deter people from making false claims? For calling the police for not because the streamer's doing anything illegal, because the simple fact that some dumb motherfucker is sitting in a house with ain't shit to do with their life, they unproductive. So they say, hey, let me go and call the police on this guy, not because he did anything wrong, just so I could like get a laugh in and see a motherfucker's peace of mind disturbed. You know what I'm saying? So if all of that could happen, how the fuck is she not in jail? The other thing is this. Max said something. And some people said so. The first thing I thought of was, so by the way, shout out to Agent and everybody else that's going out there way to help this young man get on his feet in an unfortunate situation. Shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them. The other part was, the first time I heard it was script, I'm like, nah. I don't think so. Then I started to kind of look a little harder. This shit looks a little bit more like Speed. So I want to give a young man the benefit of the doubt and say that what I saw is actually what it is. But now I'm of the opinion where if it is fake, that's a horrible thing to stage. And not only is it a horrible thing to stage, I think that should be career. So I think your streaming career, as far as like notoriety is concerned, it should end right then and there. Because I think it's disrespectful. Because here's the thing. There are people that are dealing with what Nitro Camden actually is going to for real. And their lives don't change within the next 24 hours. In fact, their lives get worse, and they stay that way. They don't have a friend that they can stay with. And typically, nothing happens to the parents. Their life just get worse. There's no hope. There's nobody there's no agent coming around and saying, hey, let me hook you up with this, that, and the third. There's no virality to put a motherfucking whistle in it. It don't work like that. So I would like to take this situation as this actually happened, because if that is the case, if you did fake it, you actually should have your career ended right there. I'm not all for canceling the person, but in that case, your career should be over right then and there, because there are people who are really dealing with this shit for real. And it's a slap in the face because we don't hear about their stories. They don't get retribution for what happens to them. They have to deal with real life fucking consequences as a result of them having abusive parents. They got to live with that fear of being out in the street unknown, having nowhere to fucking go, and having to fend for yourselves when you're not even really old enough to really know how to navigate the world. At 18 ain't mean you're old enough. It's just a number. So yeah, I'd give it the benefit of the doubt, but that's all I got to say about that. We're going to move on. We're going to talk about Joe Burrow, man. Joe Burrow, very interesting situation going on here. And I'm not commenting about the Deshaun Watson thing because I kind of already spoke about it. It's like really just a rehash. I know it was something happened recently, but okay. So to wrap up the Rhapsody point, Rhapsody, you got to understand this, and this is what everybody got to understand. And that's why I don't like guys like DJ Head too much, especially in the midst of the beef. That's why I kind of had grown to dislike it for him. Niggas have every right to like whatever the hell they want to like. You could hate whatever you want to hate. You could dislike or like or appeal to whoever the fuck you want to appeal to or whatever you want to appeal to. That is perfectly okay. Just don't tell me what to do. That's it. Don't tell me how to feel about this. If you hate it and I like it, respect that I like it. You can explain how you hate it, Respect that I like it. Don't try to shame me or try to convince me to subscribe to your opinion. Because I don't fucking want to. I like what I like. I don't like what I don't like. The same goes for you. Don't try to change our mind. Don't try to leave me the fuck alone. Let me experience my autonomy as a grown-ass person and just leave it at that. So my thing is just like, okay, you know, people gotta understand that, like, yo, you are not representative of an entire audience. It's the truth. There's niggas that like Rhapsody music and there's the niggas that don't. And they're entitled to their opinion. So what? You know what I'm saying? That's life. But I hate when grown people get on there. And again, that's what a lot of Kendrick fans was trying to do. They were trying to make think pieces about why we should cancel Drake and never listen to him again. Nigga, that's y'all. That ain't gonna be me. And then they tried to accuse Drake of doing shit. They're like, yeah, he just he gives opportunities to artists and he does it because he's a culture vulture. I'm like, you sound fucking stupid. Because isn't that a good thing that he's showing love to the younger generation, that he's giving back? Because had he done the opposite, you know what the fuck you be saying? Oh yeah, what the fuck? If he didn't do it, you'd be like, yeah, he's selfish. He only cares about himself. And then he's saying he's only doing it because he got a buzz. Nigga, that's the music industry in general. Matter of fact, the artists that you fuck with, they are more, I would say, quote unquote, vulturistic. That's not a fucking word. They're more, probably want to know, say predatory. I would say, there's a fucking word I'm trying to think of and I can't think of it right now. Use people. I don't know if that's the right word I want to say. Predator is not the word. It's like, it's an advantage. Taking advantage. I would say they're opportunists. That's the word. I will say there's more people who are more opportunists than Drake. Drake don't need nobody. Niggas gonna listen to Drake fucking regardless. Because we know what we're getting. We know we're going to get a certain level of quality of music. We know Drake is going to come with the bars. He's going to come with some great songwriting. We know it. He's going to come with the bangers. Like, that's Drake. You know what I'm saying? But niggas be acting like that. Oh, yeah. It's like he the only mother. Like, oh, yeah. Like, nigga, that's the fucking industry. The whole industry fake. Your favorite rapper's fake, nigga. Favorite artist fake. They're all fake. Like, I won't say everybody. 99% of niggas is fake. By the way, I'm so glad. I got to call out somebody. And I got to do it. I'm so sorry. It is what it is. I got to call out somebody, dog. Do I have this shit saved? What the fuck? I could have swore I saved it. Hold on one second, bro. TV Center. Watch history. What the fuck is the... So calling on the court. I gotta call your ass out. And this is what a lot of niggas be doing. And this really pisses me off. What a lot of niggas do, because of how this generation is set up, they like to put cameras in niggas' faces and shit. And they think it's okay. It's actually not okay, because you do have somebody in the street, they're going to knock your ass out. You don't just come into a motherfucker and shove a camera in their face. You think you can do that because you're dealing with a celebrity. And you think in your head, they're entitled to my time. They're entitled to respond to me. Can they respond to you? Sure. Should they respond to fans? Absolutely. They don't have to. And that's why y'all niggas get it fucked up. They don't have to respond to you. My thing is this. What you call them? Trying to figure out what I'm trying to say. Yeah, my thing is this. When you go up to any grown-ass man, especially one that's older, they old school, and you go shove a camera in your fucking face, and then when they give you a negative response, which typically that's a normal response, a motherfucker come up to you out of nowhere, instead of just straight up, before you pull out any phone or anything, Because clearly the first thing they, oh shit, here we go again. This motherfucker's trying to look for a viral moment. Because if I say no, now I'm like an asshole. And that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to paint people as bad people. Or say, man, this person's not a good person. You're shoving a fucking camera in their face. They don't fucking know you. The fuck? Niggas thinking that because people are celebrities or the athletes that they should fucking stop what they're doing. Now, I would say, on the flip side of it, that yeah, some of these celebrities and these athletes and these former coaches, they're real deal assholes. They're not good people. And they may have accomplished some great things in their profession, but outside of their profession, they ain't shit. Nigga, they worth less than a motherfucking chewed off pencil that a goddamn, you know how back in the day you always get them little fucking goofy ass kids growing up that'll sit up there and chew on a motherfucking pencil, got bite marks and that bitch is like torn in half and shit. That's what they are. That's what they are outside of what they do. So it's a lot of piece of shit motherfuckers in plain sight. So I would agree with that. But what I don't agree with is it's like niggas like you going in front of people's faces and shit, recording them without their consent, just fucking shoving a camera in their face because you feel like you can because they're a celebrity and that they should stop for you because you're a fan. They should talk to you because you're a fan. They should take a picture with you because you're a fan. And none of those things are the truth. But the generation is so fucking goofy with this parasocial ass behavior that this type of things are accepted. The level of entitlement over another fucking human being like you God himself. It's crazy to me. So I gotta call your ass out because you trying to make niggas seem like bad people when you're not even approaching niggas the right way off rip. I can't even side with you on if a nigga respond to you in a negative fashion, I can't even side with you. You wanna know why I can't side with you? Because you shoving a fucking camera in their face and they don't fucking know you. And then you get mad when they give a perfectly normal response. Like, man, get the fuck out of my face, bro. I don't know you. Get out of my face. But if you come regular, hey, how you doing, sir? How you doing, Mr. Whatever? You mind if I take a picture or whatever? And then if they rude to you, then all right. Them niggas, fuck them niggas. But if you off rip, shoving a fucking camera in somebody's face, bro, you're not doing yourself any justice. And I don't look at them, I look at your dumb ass. Because why the fuck is you up here shoving a grown... nigga, you do that in the street, you will get knocked the fuck out. The fuck? What's this nigga? Why you worry about what the fuck I'm doing? You shove a camera in somebody's face. Man, goddamn business, nigga. You shove a camera in somebody's face, they gonna knock you out. They gonna whoop your ass. So if you wouldn't do that to a random nigga on the street, why the fuck you think it's okay to go do that to somebody else because they a celebrity? Because you a fan of their movies, you a fan of their shows, you a fan of their music, you a fan of how they play on the field, court, whatever the case may be. So niggas like you really mess it up for a lot of people. And what y'all try to do is you're trying to get a viral moment because you're trying to create, you have an agenda. The agenda is, oh, let me try to paint a narrative that this person's a bad person. Not taking it to context, I just shoved a random, not taking it to context, I just shoved a camera into a random person's face that if an average nigga on the street will whoop my ass for that. I would get into a physical altercation for that. But I think I can do that because this is a celebrity. This person got a lot to lose. And if this person hit me, I might could sue. I might get some money. And on top of that, some niggas is just, I'm not saying that's what this guy's intention is, but some niggas just get the thrill off of trying to destroy people's lives because reputation means a lot. So nigga give reputation, be like, oh yeah, like this nigga is not a good person. That could stop him from getting future roles. That could stop him from getting more opportunities. Now you fucking with their money because you trying to paint them as a negative person, leaving out the context that you just shoved a camera on a grown man's face without their permission, not respecting any personal boundaries whatsoever. But then get mad when they give you an adverse reaction. How the fuck does that make sense? So we moving on from that. I don't want to spend too much time on clown behavior. We're going to move forward to a Joe Burrow conversation. And I'm not going to watch a whole lot of it. I'm going to watch the Kyle Cowherd, what's the names? So, there we go.
This message brought to you by Apple Card. Shave ice by the beach, trip to the state fair. Throwback to the NFL. And welcome to the Herd's official YouTube channel.
Okay, so before we get into that, I want y'all to hear what Joe Burrow said. So I'm going to go to Nightcap real quick. Oh, that's a lot. Oh, by the way, man, I got some talk. So shout out to I'm about to say Nick Wright, dumbass. Shout out to man, fuck help. Give my goddamn money back. Cornerstone, whatever the fuck your channel is, whatever your platform is. But look, what the hell was I trying to say? Salute to Nick Chubb. Happy retirement. It's kind of fucked up because I feel like he was robbed. That man was definitely worth the hype. At Georgia, I wasn't impressed. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, this, if there's 2 running backs who I couldn't fucking stand watching, maybe 3. But really 2 of them, the most to stick out. DeMarco Murray, I'm like, this thing got like 14, like a bunch of yards. Best running back, one of the best running backs in the league. How? Because, I'm just saying right now, you watch LT, there's no question. You watch motherfucking Adrian Peterson, there's no Barry Sanders, Walter Payton. You look at them guys, ain't no motherfucking question. You know what I'm saying? You looked at Marshawn, there was no question. As, he that guy. You know what I'm saying? You looked at goddamn, you look at Saquon, you look at Derrick Henry. There's no question. Like, they are who they are. But when I watched Nick Chubb in Georgia, I never got the hype. I'm like, he just seemed like a regular running back, too. He's just like, oh, okay, they hyping him up. Same thing with DeMarco Murray. He just seemed like a very average to mid. Both of them seemed like they was mid. I'm keeping it being like, they were not fun to watch. Frank Gore, very close to that, but I wouldn't say, I've seen Frank Gore play up to the hype. But Nick Chubb and DeMarco Murray in the pros and Nick Chubb at Georgia were very boring ass players to watch. I didn't like watching them play. They were boring as shit. But when Nick Chubb got to the league and he played on the Browns, he was very, very fucking good. Damn near leading the league in rushing, or a top 5 running back every year. Just injuries robbed him of his fucking prime. And that's kind of what happens when you play with a fucking Browns offensive line. All these goddamn years, they have some Hall of Famer like Joe Thomas. I think Botino's good. They got some good players, but realistically, like, bro, the Browns could never get a whole line that was great. You know what I mean? Ever. I will say, though, man. What was I trying to say? Something I wanted to mention. So, yeah, happy retirement, Nick Chubb. It's unfortunate. I really wanted to see him, but, like, the injury just beat up on him too much, man. And then another thing I want to talk about really quickly. Clay is going to Miami. I don't have no opinion about that, bro. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to watch Nightcap to hear Joe Burrow's response. Then I'm going to watch Cowherd in a little bit and then get his opinion on that. We'll discuss it on our own.
Watch baseball all season long. Catch the action.
By the way, real quickly, about A.J. Brown and his fake-ass thing that he did with Jalen Hurts. My thing is this, bro. Keep the same energy, bro. Don't sit up there and try to... You ain't go to Jalen Hurts not one motherfucking time. Now, all of a sudden, you want to go to Jalen Hurts to talk with him? Media asks you, oh, yeah, you Jalen Hurts, y'all talk? You said no. So keep it that way. Why the fuck are you going up to the nigga after all this time and saying, oh, yeah, man, hey, good luck to you, whatever? No. Man, if you would have did that shit during a game, I probably would have made it a little bit, the preseason game, a little bit more believable. You knew the cameras around, you did that shit. Like, honestly, A.J. Brown, it's very hard because I don't want to disrespect the guy because I like him as a player. And I do think that there's some good there's some good in there's a good human being in him. I genuinely believe that. But some of this shit that I've heard that I kind of believe, and some of the shit that he's been doing recently ever since he got to the Patriots, is some of the kind of the most questionable, sketchy, character questioning shit I've ever seen in my life. A organization does right by you from beginning to end. Goes out of their way to make you happy, gets you paid, gets you to 2 Super Bowls. You know, you were productive here. Everything you'd want, a dream. Like, honestly, if you told a receiver, bro, I'm going to take you to 2 Pro Bowls and you're going to have 2 1,400-yard seasons. Nigga, what? And then you're going to lose 1 Super Bowl, but you'll win another. Imagine telling a free agent that, or somebody coming to a new squad. Nigga, they be happy as hell. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, there's a lot of things that A.J. Brown do that like come off kind of sketchy. And this was one of them right here. There's no reason for you to go over the top. Like, if you want to do that during the preseason game to make what you trying to do look believable, you can go ahead and do that. Spike talked about it on WIP radio, and I agree with everything that he said about AJ. I agree with it. I think some of the shit that's been rumored about you is true. I genuinely do believe that. My opinion. Nothing concrete, but my opinion. I do think some of these things you did. Now, it doesn't make you a bad person necessarily, but it does. I got some questions. And then your behavior after the fact. And then you didn't even give a proper goodbye to the fan base. There was fans that sit up there and say, man, stop making a big deal about AJ reading the book, even though, nigga, everybody knew you was on bullshit with that. Everybody. I don't give a fuck what you said, what the coach might have said, what other players might have said. Even the coach was like, yo, I ain't never see this nigga read a book on the sideline. That's when I knew. I'm like, man, I knew this nigga was on some bullshit. You read the book because you was frustrated. That was fucking obvious. Like you're not going to play stupid in front of it. It's not happening. Then when you playing for an organization, you kept the Patriots rug on the floor. While you're employed, getting money, getting paid as an employee from another organization, you have a fucking, what's the name, a Patriots carpet while you still play for the Eagles. Then you should have never told niggas you didn't give, like, this how much you didn't give a fuck. You told people, oh yeah, man, you didn't have the fucking audacity to lie. Man, you could take a page out of LeBron James, bro. Told like a little white lie, nothing like crazy that's like that serious, and said, man, I just got this. You know what I'm saying? I want to represent my new team right. You didn't have to tell, like, the fact that you had the gall to tell niggas that you had that shit in your man cave, whatever, the whole time you were employed by the Eagles, that just says that, like, that doesn't make you look good as a person. I'm giving you money, I'm employing you, and you up here motherfucking, you up here goddamn, what the fuck you call it? You got somebody else's shit on the rug? On the you got somebody else's memorabilia. Like, what the fuck? What are we doing here? So, and then you gave probably the worst goodbye I've ever seen. Ever. There's a lot of niggas on your head top, and sometimes for good reason. Some of the shit that you caused. So you played like shit in a playoff game, and then the fan base rightfully got on your ass for not giving 100% effort and playing like shit. You never took accountability for it. Instead, you ran. Then you walked with some kid, told him he was going to be a Philadelphia Eagle this year. That was a fucking lie. And then it was just like, he just do a lot of sketchy shit. I don't want to say you're a bad person. I don't want to go that far because I've seen him do some good things. But he got some very sketchy ass behavior that really has me questioning, like, bro, what type of human being are you really? Because you had a fan base that rock with you. You had success with this football team. And the things that we got on you about technically really were, you caused it to happen. And like niggas just start hating you for no reason. You caused it to happen, bro. You caused it. how you talked about the media or whatever. And listen, I supported you on that. I stand by that. I'm glad you said something. But in the grand scheme of things, bro, everything that, all the talk that was shit that you warranted. You did it. When you was on that Giants playoff game, you got upset. What was it, 2021 or 2 or whatever? Bro, 2022. You did it. Nigga just didn't make shit up out of thin air. You did it. You did it. You were supposed to be better than T.O. You're supposed to retire here. Now you ruined your legacy with Eagles fans, and you lost our trust, and you gave the worst fucking goodbye I've ever seen in my whole life. So yeah, that shit he did with Jalen was pure performative, pure for the fucking cameras. You try to say, oh, I ain't got no bad blood, nigga. If you don't like the nigga, you don't like the nigga, and that's fine. You know what I'm saying? For whatever the reason is, which I think we know what the reason is. There's some truth to those rumors, in my opinion, but we know what the reason is, dog. But if you don't like the nigga, you don't really rock with him like that, it's cool. You ain't gotta, have beef. You just don't rock with him, and that's cool. Like, it's not that serious. Like, we moved on. Like, everybody moved on. You're a Patriot. We got fleeced. Get rid of you. But it is what it is. It's like, okay, whatever. You know what I mean? And that's it. So we're going to go ahead and move on to Joe Burrow now.
Hey guys, it's your favorite Unk here. Go ahead and click that subscribe button below so you don't miss a single episode of Nightcap. That button right here. Come for the sports, stay for the stories. Ocho.
Yo, talk to me. Take your time, man.
I know you want to talk about this. The Bengals' 40-year-old quarterback Josh Johnson is on his 14th team, the most in league history. 15-23, 156 yards, 2 touchdowns. Rookie DT Landon Robinson had a day, a sack and a half. Looks like a steal in the 7th round out of Navy. He really, really smart. ESPN Marty Smith reported a quote from Joe Burrow. We have guys playing and coaching for their job this year. That's how I'm looking at it. I'm playing for my job this year. Oh, Joe, go, Ooh.
Okay. So that is fucking crazy. That I did not, that wasn't what I wanted to show you. I don't know what happened to the other one. I was looking at some clips that's circulating around.
I'm trying to put it out into the world. I'm trying to manifest it. I'm trying to show our guys the urgency that I have and that I want us to have as an organization to go and make it happen. I'm tired of saying next year. This is it. I'm trying to instill some urgency and some intensity in everybody to go and be great every day and try to go make it happen.
You feel like it's got to be now or never?
That's how I'm treating it, for sure. I'm trying to put it out into the world.
Okay, so I'm gonna let Kyle and Kyra talk a little bit, and then I'll give my opinion later.
How else am I going to remember what happened? Just use granola. Okay, what's granola? With granola.
And I'll make sure to like and subscribe. Don't forget to check out the Colin Cowherd podcast, all of our NFL instant reactions, and more football content. Since Joe Burrow has walked into the NFL, and I've said this, I don't feel sorry for a lot of pro athletes, right? They get to play a sport. They're well compensated. It's a pretty cool life. They fly on the team plane. Pretty cool life, right? They usually get off seasons. Most of us don't have off seasons. They got to work out all the time and play a game. And it's practice. I'm not saying it's easy, but it's a pretty good life compared to being an insurance adjuster. It's a pretty good life, right? But then there's Joe Burrow. I feel bad for him. So he played on maybe the best college football team roster I've ever seen in LSU. Won a natty.
Oh, and Ellis, you're about to say of all time, like, I don't think you fucking with the Mac Jones, Alabama now.
2 years later, he goes to Cincinnati, hasn't won a playoff game in 30-plus years, and is a road playoff team. They win a bunch of games, get to the Super Bowl, one play from beating the stacked L.A. Rams. And yet they can't do anything right. Since he's joined the Bengals, worst run game in the NFL. Since he's joined the Bengals, the average offensive line 27th. Colin, what about the defense? No, that's second worst. Everything's awful. It's the cheapest owner. It's the poorest owner. If you go look under scouting, there's only 4 Bengals on the website that are listed as scouts. Eagles have over 3 times that. It's just not fair. And I thought yesterday was a real moment that Joe Burrow, and he's done this now, 10 times, where he's tired of it. And somebody asked him about the Super Bowl possibilities this year, and here's what he said.
I'm trying to manifest it. I'm trying to show our guys the urgency that I have and that I want us to have as an organization to go and make it happen. You can keep pushing it down the road, or you can talk about it now and say this is the year. And I'm tired of saying next year. This is it.
I feel like it's got to be now or never.
That's how I'm treating it, for sure.
And his contemporaries, Dak Prescott, entered the NFL and had the number 1 offensive line. You remember that offensive line. Tyrone Smith, left tackle, Zach Martin, number 1 offensive line. They drafted Zeke, number 1 running back. Tom Brady inherited great ownership, and Bill Belichick. Big Ben inherited the number 1.
We're not going to fucking act like what Tom Brady did. Now, granted, having a great defense helps. Having arguably the greatest defensive mind of all time, a guy who worked with Bill Parcells, with Lawrence Taylor, it means a lot, right? But we're not going to act like that fucking Drew Bledsoe could do what Brady did. We're just not going to act like. We're not going to do that. And Drew Bledsoe's a great fucking quarterback. Went to the Super Bowl with the guy. Like, Drew Bledsoe's a great quarterback, but he's not Brady. Bledsoe, regardless if he was healthy or not, would not have been able to replicate what the fuck Tom Brady did. Tom Brady is the greatest quarterback of all time, not because he's the most skilled, because he's mastered the game. And was able to lower his ego as far as saying, I don't need to beat you for 400 or 500 yards. I got the arm strength to do so, but I don't have to do that. I'll beat you death by 1,000 cuts. Because you won MVP. That's why you're not going to Super Bowl. I want to win. I want rings. There's a difference. I'm playing a different ball game. I don't give a fuck about MVP. I get MVP. And he was good enough to get it, and I think he did get some. But,
On defense in the league. Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid, great GM, great ownership.
And this is what the fuck I'm tired of. Because how much you want to bet this nigga not going to mention Josh Allen? How much you want to fucking bet he not going to mention Josh Allen? Because that's this nigga, that these niggas white savior, bro. Swear to God. And I like Josh Allen. I just don't like Zoya Parker, what's going on? I'm all right about yourself. So be it. This the fucking bullshit I be talking about. Stop talking about fucking Patrick Mahomes and act like that A nigga could have did what he did. Alex Smith didn't do what the fuck Patrick Mahomes did. It's a fucking difference. In fact, the defense did not really get good. I'm not saying they didn't have no good players, because Chris Jones was always there. They had what's the old boy name? Frank Clark, who was a critical role player in every Super Bowl. When it came to Seattle, when it came to the Chiefs, Frank Clark always came through in big moments. When it comes to the Super Bowl, if you want to win a Super Bowl, you had to have Frank Clark on your team. That guy knew how to make plays. He's like the modern day Charles Haley in a way. Maybe not as productive on the stat sheet, but Frank Clark, you talk about winning a championship, he understood how to get there, and he understood how to play his role, okay? But we're not going to act like that Chiefs defense wasn't fucking mediocre. And we're not going to act like you could push anybody. Andy Reid, in my opinion, is the greatest offensive-minded coach of all time, hands down. You could argue he's the greatest coach of all time because of the amount of success he's had with different quarterbacks, different regimes, different types of ownership. So you could argue he's the greatest coach of all time. You could argue. There's a good argument for that. I'm not saying he is, but it's an argument. He's definitely the greatest offensive-minded coach of all time, 100%. I think he's better than Bill Walsh. Granted, Bill Walsh and West Coast offense evolutionized the game. I get it, all that. But he's not. He's better than Bill Walsh to me. Shula, another great one. Is he better than? I don't know. But to me, I say Belichick is number one, and I put Andy Reid at number two. But here's the thing. We're not going to act like you put any Joe Schmo at fucking in Kansas City. No. And on top of that, you gotta also understand this, that when you're the first pick of the draft, you're going to the worst fucking organization. So my question is for this guy, and we're going to talk a little bit more as this video when we finish this up. We're not going to finish it, but we're going to watch a little bit more. If there's no excuse for LeBron James transformed Cleveland. LeBron James was the number 1 pick in the draft. He was the chosen one. He went to the worst fucking team in the league. And he took that team to the finals in, three seasons. There's no excuses. None. So, when you're the best player in the draft, you're going to the worst team in the league. That's just what it is. So, I'm not really going to feel sorry for you. That, like, great. Heavy is the crown that weareth upon his head type shit. You know what I mean? But I'm not giving you no fucking excuses for that. Like, no.
Travis Kelce in his prime.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. Alex Smith didn't do what the fuck Mahomes did, nigga. And it's the bullshit I be talking about. That's what pisses me the fuck off. Not because Mahomes my favorite player of all time, past the present. The motherfucking my goat. Matt, you know what I'm saying? What's up with these niggas not minding they goddamn business? Fuck. What? Shit. Let me rock, nigga. I got all about my shit. But look, going back to what I was saying. What the fuck I was trying to say? First off, let me respond to the chat. No, nobody know. I bet. So, Mahomes gets discredited. And the only person who's had Mahomes' success is fucking Tom Brady. That's it. You can't compare Mahomes. Now niggas walking around saying Peyton Manning is better than... Peyton Manning is great, by the way. But we say he's better than Mahomes. You sure? We say, oh, he better than... Aaron Rodgers is better than... You sure? Now, Peyton Manning... There's some good arguments. But first off mobility alone, Patrick Mahomes is better. But at the end of the day, and you can say that, okay, well, again, Peyton Manning being the first pick of the draft, he went to the worst organization in football. At the time, Indianapolis Colts. In the, what was it, the 98 draft, I think? 98 draft. So, culture wasn't great. Ownership wasn't great. Team wasn't great. That's some good players like Marshall Faulk and them, but it wasn't great yet. So, it took a minute, but realistically, bro, like, and then also, he didn't have the greatest, like, he had some good defensive players from time to time, but he didn't have the greatest defense with him until he went to Denver. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, at the end of the day, bro, like, I don't know why motherfuckers are so amped up about trying to discredit Patrick Mahomes. Like, this nigga didn't go to the Super Bowl the fucking 5 times in a row. And won, like, nigga got 3 rings. The fuck are we talking about? Niggas get on TV and say dumbass shit. But I promise you, watch this nigga not say nothing about Josh Allen. Watch.
I mean, even Justin Herbert, we look at Justin Herbert and like, oh, it's been a tough sledding. His offensive coordinator was Shane Steichen. Keenan Allen, like, some pretty good players, right? O-line wasn't any good. The coach wasn't right. But Justin Herbert had a great OC that ran the ship offensively.
We're not going to fucking do this, bro. A great offensive coordinator, first off, a coordinator has to answer to the fucking coach. He's not the boss. First and foremost, the coach is the boss. Then it's ownership. We're not going to act like, one thing about Justin Herbert, I'm tired of niggas giving niggas excuses. I want to build a quarterback in the lab, it's Herbert. I don't give a fuck. That nigga don't win fucking playoff games. Period. Yes, his offensive line's not been great. But having a bad head coach fucking matters. A lot. The fuck? What are we talking about? Like, niggas just say stupid shit. And watch, on cue, he will not say nothing about Josh Allen. How much you want to fucking bet?
Had a great all-time wide receiver, Keenan Allen. Had some gifts, right?
I don't know if I say all-time great. He's a great wide receiver. I would put Vincent Jackson, to me, is on the same wavelength of like a Jimmy Smith or an Andre Rison. I wouldn't say he's like, or like an Andre Reed. I wouldn't say he's like, because you're talking about all-time greats. Calvin Johnson's an all-time great. Largent, Jerry Rice, Randy Moss. I said Calvin Johnson already. Motherfucking, Tyreek Hill's an all-time great receiver. Justin Jefferson, when it's all said and done, you got to get him a fucking quarterback. Chris Carter. These are all-time great. A.J. Brown, he's close. Not there. Jack Smith, Njigba, and Puka Nacua, they're on all-time great trajectories. Devontae Smith, all-time great trajectory. But, nigga, those are not all-time greats. The fuck are we talking? Keenan Allen's not an all-time great. Like, you're not putting Keenan Allen in the same fucking... Keenan Allen, you could say he's like a top 50 wide receiver of all time in NFL history. You could say that. I wouldn't argue. Like, one of the best route runners of all time. I'm not even putting him over Ocho. Dead ass. I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm not doing that.
Joe Burrow, no run game. 27th on average offensive line. They don't spend money. And they're only winning by track meet. Defense is bad. Well, for the record, let me add this. The second best Bengal to Joe Burrow is Jamar Chase. And you remember? They were going to draft an offensive lineman. He begged them to draft Jamar Chase, who was his teammate at LSU. He begged them. So they don't have much of a scouting department, but their best scout appears to be Joe Burrow. I mean, so it's like, if there's a campaign this year in the NFL, 2 words, go Joe. I don't feel sorry for a lot of pro athletes, but I think we've seen this, and I've said this over the last couple of years. In the off season, he goes to Europe, and he gets into fashion. And I think that is a protective measure, a protective mechanism, because he is so obsessed with football. Dad was a high school coach, that in order to...
We gotta fucking stop doing this shit, bro. That's like a nigga, that's like me goddamn losing a bunch of games and I'm up there, like, I like to go fucking snowboarding in the fucking Alpines or some shit. Or I like to go to Antarctica and shit in the off season. And then niggas start making excuses like trying to feel sorry for me and shit. Oh yeah, you know, the mountains reminds him of the Super Bowl and the insurmountable climb he has to get there to drag his team to the promised land. Nigga, shut the fuck. Like, no, actually, let me not go too far. Stop saying stupid, goofy ass shit that don't make no sense. I'm supposed to feel sorry for this nigga because he going to Europe for fashion. What the fuck? There's motherfuckers out there that work and they don't even have fucking time to go do any of that. Like, what the fuck? I'm supposed to be like, oh man, he's going to a fashion show. Oh, he's going to a Broadway. Poor Joe. What the fuck? This is what sports media has come to, bro? I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I was watching, I do like a little series. I was watching like 1997 Jets highlights because I got like a little fantasy shit going on. Like, I created a character, whatever, just having some fun with it. But like, my player got drafted on the Jets, first pick. Technically, they traded up to the St. Louis, but if the best quarterback is the best player in NCAA is a quarterback, they're gonna be taking number 1. So boom. So I'm up here just looking at what happened in real life with the Jets in that year, and I'm listening to Chris Berman and all those guys, and the fucking stark contrast between ESPN back then and ESPN now is fucking night and day, literally. Like, Chris Berman was funny as hell. He said, "Give me the damn ball." He was calling that Kareem guy, the running back for the Dolphins, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. It was funny as hell. Like, the commentating, the attention to detail, the entertainment value you get out of those highlights. I was so pissed off that the highlights were like fucking 2 minutes long. I was pissed off because, like, this shit, this was peak entertainment. I'm supposed to feel sorry for a nigga for going to Europe for fashion? Really? I'm supposed to bawl my eyes out for that shit? Niggas out here homeless. Niggas got to work 18 hours and don't have, and got a bunch of kids that can't afford to go whatever. I'm supposed to feel sorry for this nigga going to Europe for fucking fashion? Are we serious? Really? So many people really suffering in this fucking world. I'm supposed to feel sorry for Joe Burrow because he has to go to Europe for fucking fashion. Are we? Is this a fucking joke? I feel like Tupac. This is a fucking joke. Is it, somebody tell me? Is it a joke? The fuck? It's not like, bro. This is crazy.
Protect him because he gets so frustrated. He's like, you know what? I'm not going to sit in Ohio all off season.
You would have sworn this nigga was going through a bad breakup or like losing his parents and shit. God forbid, of course. But you thought it's something like fucking drastic. We're talking about him going to fucking Europe for fashion in the off season. What the fuck? Like what is ESPN and these fucking platforms come to, dog? This is crazy.
And be bummed out. I'm going to go have a good time in the off season. Because his off seasons, we've all kind of gone, whoa, is that Ohio Joe? And I think a lot of that, I really believe this, is a protective mechanism to shield him from
fucking
some of the
laughable,
frustrations
dog.
of this franchise. So Burrow, speaking up. Jason, we got a lot of stuff today.
Dog, I'm done. Okay, here's the thing with the Joe Burrow, okay? First and foremost, you can't necessarily get mad at your organization that much because you're not even playing. You're injured, and your injuries cost you time. Your injury damn near cost you 2/3 of the fucking season. So you're not even playing on the field for things to really go to its full potential. And Joe Burrow, great quarterback. There's only two people I would ever take over Jalen Hurts. Mahomes, number one, and Joe Burrow. I wouldn't take Josh Allen over Hurts, and I wouldn't take Lamar Jackson over Hurts. Two people I'll take over Hurts, Burrow and Mahomes, and that's it. Burrow is a remarkable football player. I even knew his first year after getting injured, I knew he was special. I'm like, yeah, he got the it factor. I kind of knew that Carson Wentz when he went like with the 7-8-1 season. That was our first season, like with 2016, some shit like that. I kind of knew that Carson Wentz was the real deal, even after that first year. I didn't expect him to go fucking win MVP, which I don't give a fuck what nobody say. He was MVP that year. I don't know if they gave it to Matt Ryan or Tom Brady, but he was fucking robbed. He definitely deserved the MVP. Now, going back to Burrow. Burrow's a great quarterback. Like I said, only two guys I'm taking over Hurts, and that's Burrow and Mahomes, and that's it. That's a short list. Burrow went to the Super Bowl, to the biggest game, with not even the deepest fucking roster. I will have to say, though, but in the beginning, you can't necessarily complain when you're not available for your team. Does that make sense? So and again, injuries suck. I get it. Sometimes it's out of your control. But you get injured a lot, and your injuries are not little. Okay? They're not little. They're nagging injuries that keep you out for an extended period of time to the point where if the other quarterback ain't performing up to par, your season is over by the time you fucking come back. So you basically like the new version of Andrew Luck. In fact, Andrew Luck played on the field more than you did. And he didn't have the same, like, T.Y. Hilton was a great player. So some other players on there too that I'm like kind of forgetting the name of. He had some good players. However, he didn't have fucking T. Higgins and Jamar Chase. T. Higgins and Jamar Chase are two top 10 wide receivers in this league. Jamar Chase, some people argue he's the best receiver. I don't think so. I think it's between Puka Nacua. If we're speaking of last year, right now, the reign as far as who the best receivers is, you're going to choose Puka Nacua or you're going to choose Jackson Smith-Njigba. If you ask me my opinion, I'm going to choose Jackson Smith-Njigba over Puka Nacua by a landslide. But to me, if we're speaking of last year, because this is a year-to-year league, Jamar Chase is third. But I'm not putting him over Jackson Smith-Njigba, and I'm not putting him over Puka Nacua. I'm sorry. I know he could probably do more. He's faster, but it doesn't mean he's better than them. It's between those two. Right now, we'll get an edge basically to Jackson Smith-Njigba. The slight edge over Puka Nacua. Now, going to the situation, right? So first and foremost, you're not available. Even if the Bengals did everything right, you're not available. Okay? Secondly, there was some truth, and there's some shit that I said. People fucking made fun of me for saying, oh, yeah, you should trade for Jonathan Taylor. I'm like, and niggas was clowning me left and right. Bengals don't have a run game. They really haven't had a run game since Joe Burrow been there. So one thing about when you have a bad defense, you need to control time and possession. So you need to be able to have the ball for an extended period of time and keep the other offense, force the other offense to have to score points fast because you're holding on to the ball so long. And here's the real conversation that we have to have. Are you willing to do what Jalen Hurts and Tom Brady have done? And that is basically say, okay, I don't care about numbers. Let's go win this football game. But the trade-off of that is now you're going to get media scrutiny. Oh, did he fall off? Oh, he isn't as good. Then niggas going to say, oh, well, your team is carrying you. You understand what I'm saying? Now all these narratives start to form. So the question is, moving forward, because we know Joe Burrow can win MVP. I don't think he won MVP, but I think he's an MVP caliber player. Are you willing to trade an MVP to go get back to the Super Bowl and hopefully get a ring? I want my Eagles to get a ring, but just in a hypothetical scenario. Are you willing to do that? Because Hurts is getting a lot of fucking scrutiny. Some of it's deserved. I'd say 40%, 35% of it is deserved. I'd say maybe 35. 65% of it is just bullshit media propaganda and ignorance from football fans about how football works and how football is supposed to be played. I will say this, though. So first and foremost, you're not available. The second thing is, not having a run game is huge, and the running back position should have been solved a long fucking time ago. I'm so sorry to tell you, Chase is a third down back. Chase Brown is a third down back at best. He's not a starting running back in this league. He's a third down back at best. Offensive line has never gotten right. Never. They had like a fucking free agent acquisition. I don't know what the fuck going on with him. Offensive line be right. But the defense is fucking atrocious on every fucking level. The defensive line, the secondary, the linebackers, every fucking level is horrible. The third thing is this, and it's something that I've noticed. Because I heard Dak Prescott be saying kind of the same shit Joe Burrow said. When you keep thinking about a fucking Super Bowl, pay attention to how Jalen Hurts talk versus most of these other quarterbacks. Pay attention to the stark contrast. When Jalen Hurts talks about Super Bowl, he does. I'm not going to say he does not. But when Jalen Hurts get asked about a Super Bowl, he says one day at a time, one game at a time. When I hear Dak Prescott and Joe Burrow talking about the Super Bowl and, keep feeding for it or trying to make guarantees and shit like that, you notice how it never works out? They actually end up performing much worse. I think the year fucking Dak Prescott said it, they didn't even make the Cowboys didn't make the goddamn playoffs. So, here's the thing. When you have no run game and you have no offensive line, your offensive line is very piss poor, and your defense on all three levels is not good, how the fuck do you think you're going to win a Super Bowl? Because one thing about it, you don't build teams in one fucking offseason. You don't build teams in one summer. Championship teams are typically built between a 2 to 3 year window. There's nothing the Bengals have done within the last 2 to 3 years that gives me reason to believe that they're going to make a Super Bowl this year. It's a good chance they're not overtaking Baltimore. They're not even better than Pittsburgh right now. If you're talking about roster-wise. Now, they did get Dexter Lawrence, so that's great, but just keep it to be. Dexter Lawrence is not going to make up for Shamar Moore being a miss. Linebackers, non-existent. Secondary, non-existent. It's not going to make up for that. You got too many fucking holes in your team to goddamn compete for a championship. You're not even the best team in your fucking conference. You don't even have the best roster on paper in your fucking conference. So how do you expect that to happen? First and foremost. Number 3, whatever fucking number I'm on. You pushed for 2 top 10 wide receivers to get paid big money, eating up on the salary cap. So when you choose that, you have to deal with the consequences. They trusted you as a franchise guy, and they asked for you to say, hey, what you want to do? You say, yo, go make sure my 2 wide receivers get paid. So it's not like the Bengals not doing what they asked you to do. The problem is they ain't got no fucking structure. But in a sense, you are to blame for some of this shit. Not only are you not available, you also push for them to make bad decisions. You don't need T. Higgins and Jamar Chase. It's nice to have a Devontae Smith and an A.J. Brown. But realistically, that doesn't happen. It's nice to have a fucking John Taylor and a Jerry Rice. That doesn't typically happen, though. You know what I mean? So it's nice to have a Randy Moss and a fucking Chris Carter. The likelihood of those things happening is slim to none. It's nice to have a Reggie Wayne and a fucking Marvin Harrison. But with every decision comes a trade-off, comes a cost that you have to be man enough and say, you know what? I got to take this one on the chin. So you want to spend money on offense, your defense is not going to be depleted. You gave 2 fucking wide receivers top-end money. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what it is. And then Colin Cowherd said something that was very interesting. He was like, yeah. He said, you're a cheap owner. They don't want to pay. Who are they going to pay outside of Hendrickson? Who genuinely deserved money outside of Trey Hendrickson? And also, I'm going to keep it a being with you, man. Zach Taylor got to fucking go. The Zach Taylor thing is over. John Harbaugh, his firing was a little bit overdue. Zach Taylor got to go. Because whatever the fuck the situation is, he's not doing a good job preparing his team. He's not doing a good job of setting expectation, making sure guys fall in that. Like, I understand they might be trying to keep him around because he got the Super Bowl, so he got a little bit of leeway because of that. But realistically, you didn't make a playoff for 2 years in a row. You got to fucking go. You got to go. It's time for a new regime. So right now, you're talking about Super Bowl or bust. Nigga, the head coach is still going to operate the same way he been operating. It's not fucking working. So if you really want to make changes, nigga, Zach Taylor got to be fired. Should have been fired a long time ago. Now, what's going to end up happening is the Bengals, if they play bad in the first half, Zach Taylor going to be fired, and guess who's going to have as your interim coach? One of your coordinators and shit. How's that? How is that a recipe for success? How is that setting you up for success? You need a whole fucking regime change. You need a Dan Campbell. You need a nigga that's going to come in and set shit right. I heard some good things about Jesse Minter in Baltimore. You need a whole regime change. You need a mindset shift. That's not going to happen under this current coach. So if you pay attention to, like I said, how Jalen Hurts talk about Super Bowls and how everybody else do, it's a stark contrast. It's a very stark contrast. I'm just saying. Okay, we're going to end this stream. I really want to see how tomorrow, but I'm going to just hold off and go Tuesday maybe. But I want to see how tomorrow, bro. I really do. I'm going to go watch the Eagles playoff. Not the Eagles playoff, the Eagles preseason game. And then we'll kind of end this stream. I want to see how tomorrow, bro. I might book one for tomorrow. I ain't going to lie to you. Because we got a lot of catching up to do. And I really want to do that. Go watch the Eagles and the Patriots preseason game.
If you're traveling to be surrounded by nature, don't.
You can see the ball left to Sam Dillon. Is back again. A little screen to the right side. Oh, that's nicely done right there. Check out Lamb.
Outside of Trotter and maybe Ty Robinson, our backup defense is very fucking weak this year.
And Larson, he's made some plays here the last 2 years in preseason. Some guy always pops.
He did, and then getting the start tonight different than last week when Jam Miller was in there. Now he gets in there, and Philly got some pressure on the first play. So what do? You're out there on the outside, but because Atkins slams down on him, there's nowhere to throw this football.
Shippy looks really good this year, I ain't gonna lie.
18-yard gain over.
Damn, that's face mask on 50.
And Zoe, you said this as Philadelphia was coming on. You said these offensive, he's setting the edge. Somebody else has to win on the inside to get there to squeeze that gap.
That's too much right there. 5 yards on first down. And because of his age and his veteran stance. But now Sun puts a little more pressure on Logan to step up and run both.
Yeah, absolutely.
Quick throw by DeVito out to the right. Looks like it's going to be a first down. Enough for a first down.
Did you let go of the ball before you went down? Nick Williams, man, make the fucking tackle. We had to work at McDonald's. The fuck? Oh, damn, who the fuck did that shit? Good shit, Trotter. Is that Tommy DeVito? Oh, good shit.
Somebody blew the call here in the middle. It's a missed line call, tag.
Good shit, man.
Thinking about it now, there was no way we were going to win.
The fuck is this?
Thanks for doing this.
Not a problem. Sorry, 1 second.
Larry, can you keep it down?
That's some bullshit.
Vacates over the right guard, just a run through. No chance for
Some
DeVito.
Troy Polamalu shit right there. Good shit, Trotter.
It's going to be 54 right here coming down on the
Why are we
blitz.
stepping right?
Come on, all right. For my quarterbacks, we got Zoe, we got Brian Hoyer with us.
Go runner, especially as fast as Kyle Williams. Look, I may not be able to get it out there. If I can't slow down, let Keely Ringo run up your back and get an easy pass interference call for sure.
Look at Covey. You feel it, baby. They're taking some crazy ass hits,
guys
dog.
in the middle, they're going to be able to get pressure. The question for this New England team is which on the outside is Dave Akers is applying pressure.
That Cooper? Oh shit! Oh shit! Yeah, Hollywood Brown ass gotta get cut, dog. You gotta cut his ass. You cannot let Cooper cut off this fucking roster. You cannot. You gotta cut fucking Hollywood Brown, dog. You gotta do it.
Crossing underneath, and it's a 25.
You gotta cut Hollywood Brown. There's no fucking way. Good shit, Shipley! Bro, he just get better every fucking year, man. Every year.
And Paul, really, as we look at this replay here, and it seems to me like it's really going to be, first of all,
in this situation, looks like they're going to play straight, no blitz.
Good fucking catch, man. You cannot let this guy go. You have to cut Hollywood Brown. I'm sorry, but not sorry.
Right down the middle. Right down the middle. Right down the pipe.
it's a big point drive right there, but
Eagles are running behind 346 pounds, 326 pounds. All of these 300-plus pounders just...
The offensive line looks really good for the most part, I ain't gonna lie.
What are some of the things that you're trying to get guys rolling with going right now?
Yeah, I mean, look, this really gets a go right here. Big run.
Damn.
It's going down the field, using the athleticism, but it's just been hard. They haven't been able to win the line of scrimmage, so you can't get the run game going. So you get a few quick passes, but hey,
93 has no fucking pass rush moves whatsoever.
You could never run that fast.
No, the longest one I had was 27 yards, Dev.
takes off. Well, he's 36. He got it. Good start for Andy Borgaro. First attempt today. Patriots 3. Eagles 7. Good snap.
Big games, big finales, big relief. Get 100-plus channels of live sports, movies.
Good hold and a better kick. Two quarterback. 11 sacks last year.
Good pickup. Whoever did that.
Leadership grew a ton last year, but there was still so much more room to go. With him being able to talk directly to guys as the Eagles are coming with pressure on third down. The defense has a great job stepping up.
Our backup secondary's dog shit, dog. I'm not gonna lie.
Last week, just
fucking
suck.
suck.
System and not trying to get out of the pocket. We saw the long run earlier, but now Now he steps up into the pocket, hits the inside in cut to Chisholm.
And Mac Williams, McDonald's, what the fuck nigga name is? He ass.
Now in his third year, his second year in this season, it's going to be all. It's about not
Mac
just
Williams
running
ass.
lines,
I'm
it's
so
about having
sorry.
the feel on certain routes.
Ty Robinson, good shit, man. Good shit.
Tommy DeVito gets ragdolled here.
Oh hell yeah, good shit.
It's a big man.
Damn, through the double team. Oh hell yeah, good shit.
He said he'll search a route and just watch different players over the years run that same route and make it his own.
Bro, if this the fucking backup secondary, I can only imagine what the starter's gonna be. Oh hell no.
Pure speed on the outside, Kyle Williams there.
Hey, he got shook the fuck up.
He can get around the
Yeah, everybody on that backup secondary, obviously except Ringo for special teams, them niggas gotta get cut. All of them. Mac Williams, McDonald's, you gotta cut his ass. Put the fries in the bag, bro. Cut that nigga, bro. He gotta go. That secondary sucks ass. All they ass cut. Niggas fucking suck, bro. Oh God. DeVito actually looks pretty good in the second team offense, I ain't gonna lie.
You put that play in probably the first day of training camp.
It might be a sneaky good move by the Patriots to get him at a backup.
I can't say I know that true. Jeff, can you name a Motley Crue song since you heard of them?
Yeah, 49 relax. They can move like the goddamn Tasmanian devil off Looney Tunes and shit. Just keep spinning. Play over with.
Let's take football out of football, right?
Who that? Carson Steele. Oh shit! That's the fullback? Oh hell yeah, keep him on the squad. What the fuck?
While the understudies are making a big plays, that's a 14-yard pickup.
He ain't really honestly, he actually an NFL starter. He just
tacked on for a personal foul.
A nice screen call right there. Carson Steele going up and over.
Running this city. I'm running this game. Hard work in my veins. You know the name.
This burger ass fucking song, yo. My soul. Sesame Seed buns ass song. On God. Who the fuck made this shit? Burger King? Like, what the fuck? This shit is garbage, dog. On my soul. That Covey? Good shit. 50 is fucking gas. He said, oh, no fucking way. No way. Unbelievable, man.
The ball outside. It's like an outside run. The receiver's doing a good job blocking, and then one guy gets a shot at this play, and he missed the tackle. You can't have that. When you're trying to be a good defense, how you tackle in the open field, Riley Wilson misses.
Play call looks better like this time around.
He makes him play. Look at that variable face. 2-minute route that you're going to have during the regular season, but you've practiced this. You want to see guys go out and execute it now.
Williams with a tight split.
2 sacks? What the fuck? Ty Robinson, I'm impressed, dog. God damn. That's why you don't give up on players, man. That's why.
Pressure right here. Defensive tackle. It's going to get some good push here on the right side.
He playing exactly as advertised now. I ain't gonna lie. I don't want to see Moro Jomo go because he a baller, but he might be in good hands, bro. He might be in good hands. That's all I gotta say.
The sack and Jay had played out just like you said. The Patriots are all outside leverage. Eagles try to run out routes to get outside. No one home. And look, you see it right here. A game up front. You don't have to win right away. They win late, and it's just a lot of tips on building a routine to help me play 13 years. That's one deflection. Perfect read.
They call that the hot
Carson's still nice,
Usually
dog.
when you see two coming from the strong side, the back heels.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. This offense better score like fucking 28 at minimum. And that's minimum. 28 points per game minimum. We should be the number one offense. There's too many fucking weapons on the squad, dog.
And he gets them on that go
And the
route.
defense gonna be straight with
Little
Fangio.
route
We
up the
should
side.
win, bro.
28
28
yards.
points a game.
Yep. Pressure comes.
So many fucking weapons.
Fourth down opportunity in his defense to get off the field. There it is.
84 could have caught that, but that's good defense.
And that is
That's
not
good
a
defense.
turnover in the book of turnover, but when you get
Your quarterback. High productive guy.
Bro, Ty Robinson is every fucking where, dog. It's crazy.
Quick game, you can't hold it. We know the saying. Look, if it's a quick game, we have double slants.
Defensive line look good.
Get rid of it or get it to
The backup defensive line look real good. The front seven, they look good.
Right side. Right tackle gets beat. And it's
you're talking about a different style. You're saying like the same thing with Stevenson and Henderson. Different style of runners. How do I run when I'm managing Jimmy in front of me versus the next guy?
The fuck are we passing the ball on 4th and 1? What the fuck are we doing? You got mad running backs. You got all these guys, Lampkin and them, pushing the fucking. What are you doing? It's a terrible fucking play call. 4th and why are you in the shotgun? What the fuck are we doing?
That's a great effort.
Look at the fucking difference between New England and what the fuck we did. Stark difference. Makes no fucking sense. That's what we should have did on what they did. Man, our secondary fucking sucks. All them niggas cut, every one of them.
And let's go run it in.
Gonna make these motherfuckers gingerbread man. All these niggas getting fucking cut. Oh God, they getting cut. All these niggas gingerbread man. All of them gingerbread man. Nigga, they won't get fucking baked. They get cooked out here, nigga. Fucking sprinkles, goddamn
Skipping the buy one get one
food coloring, all that shit. Fucking cream cheese, nigga. You cooked. Fucking gingerbread man, cut all these niggas on God. Trash ass niggas, bro. All the whole backup secondary sorry as hell.
Preseason this year.
And so I think that's a great point because Will Campbell, for the majority of the year last year, no one mentioned his name because he was doing his job. He goes down with an injury, steps back. Good job by Michael Hasty getting to the sideline, but he loses the ball. That's a fumble. He ran out of bounds, how did he lose it? Send it towards the sideline.
Damn.
Oh my gosh.
It gets punched out and it just stops. Good punch.
Good shit, but you still gonna get cut.
They've done such a good job in this second half.
What the fuck? Dog, 28 points per motherfucking game. Otherwise, Sirianni gotta fucking go. No fucking excuses this year, bro. Carson's still that fucking good? What the hell? This nigga play like a fucking backup running back. Fucking modern day Mike Allside having ass. Oh, bro, fucking fake ass Larry's uncle. The fuck was all this shit in Kansas City? I knew he had a little game. I ain't know his game was like that. I was familiar with your game. What the fuck? This is crazy, dog. Good throw. What the fuck you looking at? Go make the fucking play. Sorry ass nigga. Nigga looking at the fucking sidelines. We look at the fucking defenders off of scoring on your dumb ass. What the fuck is he doing? Trash ass nigga. Oh God, that nigga garbage.
Exactly. Morton drops back. He reads the coverage. The corner thinks he has.
Nigga, look at the. Watch the nigga look at the fucking sideline. Hey, wait! I thought I was getting subbed out. Why was I still in the game? Wait! Get your goofy ass out, nigga. Suck ass, garbage, trash. Oh God, nigga, sorry as hell.
Quarterback left. He said, "Hey, if I was out there, I'd be throwing to that guy too."
There we go, Drake. A nice little smile.
He said, yeah, my team, yeah. What the fuck? Yo, what's up with these fucking third string niggas be ass? Last year was McCoy, now it's Peyton. What the fuck? Damn, these niggas sorry as hell.
Right there, Gainer on the other side. He gets pressured inside, so then you try to escape outside, and Hutchins runs the edge, and you run around, and you end up getting a sack because Peyton sees it and he tries to get away. Strip sack, game over.
Obviously,
yeah, bro. Secondary's garbage. Nice to see Trotter making plays as always. I like to see Ty Robinson, shit, really good. Defensive line played much better this game. That defensive line was really good. Offensive line was outstanding. Carson's still very fucking impressed. Dude, that's our fullback, nigga. What? What? Dog. Our offense gonna be a fucking problem. And then you see Shipley coming along really nicely. Dog, our offense will be a fucking problem. You know what? I kind of want to see the Buffalo Bills and the Browns game. That's what we're going to end it on. And after that, I'll see y'all. Might see y'all tomorrow, bro. I might book one tomorrow. Yeah, y'all might see me tomorrow. And we're not playing no piano because we got a lot of shit to do. Y'all might see me tomorrow, bro. I ain't going to lie to you. You might see me tomorrow. And then we'll pick up back on piano Tuesday. But y'all might see me tomorrow, bro. I ain't going to lie.
We all think we're invincible. Until something horrible and unexpected.
And Davis gets it on first down. Elijah Chapman tries to wrap him up, but Davis keeps rolling for a gain of 8.
Sheets.
Yep. It's Cleveland. Wait 5 minutes. There's a handoff to Davis, who gets upended nicely by Coates. Allen, play fake, looking downfield.
What was all that rustling?
And he connects with Trent Sherfield, the veteran receiver, gets it into Cleveland territory. Ray Davis in the backfield, the lone back, and a play fake to him. Browns with some pressure, a throw down the field, and a connection. And a first down. That is Sherfield.
This throwing motion ugly as hell, I ain't gonna lie.
Handoff to Davis, sidesteps the tackler, spins inside the 20. 3rd and goal for the Bills. They're going to try it again. Davis, and he finally pushes his way into the end zone. So the 3rd time is indeed a charm for the Bills. As they conclude the longest drive in NFL history, it took them 1 hour and 9 minutes to move down the field. Marched 75 yards in 9 plays in just under 5.5.
Just real quick, like a random ass side note, I never thought in my life Joe Johnson would be a great addition to Nightcap. He actually I like seeing them 3 together. Pause. Major pause. But yeah.
1.5 minutes. It'll be Corley from the 4. Across the 25, the 30, and to the 35, and here comes Shedeur Sanders.
Let's go, man. Let's go. Rock out.
To start things off, Sanders in the shotgun, looking left, throwing, completing to Isaiah Bond, who gets pushed out a couple yards shy of the
Shedeur better start week 1, I swear to God.
It is Bond in motion, and it is Raheem Sanders up the middle, finds some room, and he somersaults into
their running backs are really good, though. I ain't gonna lie. I like the Browns' run game.
This is something the Browns were able to do during Thursday's joint practice, Jeff.
Yeah, this is something that Todd Monken really loves. He's got receivers going in both directions.
Want to break into cybersecurity but don't have experience? The Google Cybersecurity Certificate uses real-world scenarios to teach.
Handoff to Raheem Sanders, finds a little space, gets down to the 42-yard line. Shedeur's going to throw it. Plenty of time. Throws downfield, hits Whiteheart inside the 30, flips on over inside.
Good patience. Good patience. I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that.
We talked about protection being the key for this game because we want to see these guys having a clear pocket for Shedeur Sanders so he can stand in there right like he does in that play. He just shifts a little bit to his right, comes all the way to the...
Amani Marshall, who's fighting it out with Sanders for the third running back role in the game and getting the screen set up nicely. Inside the 20, the 15, and down to the 10. Another fresh set of downs for the Browns. Has an advantage over Raheem Sanders, who has checked back into the game. He's going to get the ball. Nice cut back inside the 10. Down inside the 5. Good power running by the Browns.
Not all of them are going to go for a touchdown, but getting those 4, 5, 6-yard runs when they're available. And here comes another. Sanders is going to be bottled up, and there is a loss. That is Landon Jackson. Second-year man out of Arkansas with the tackle. That's Luke Floria from Mentor High School in motion. Sanders, plenty of time, back to the end zone. There's Floria for the touchdown. A nice response by the Browns, who marched down the field. And it's the local kid who gets the score. What a dream. 4 completions to 4 different receivers. Yeah, nice job spreading the football around, but staying calm, cool, collected, and decisive in the pocket on that first drive.
Michael Coates Jr., another play, this one on special teams as he tackles Hardman. Just a 2-yard gain for Buffalo. Browns showing blitz. Here comes Watson on it. And yes, the Browns
Good tackle, man. I did think it was Josh Allen, but it's Kyle.
17 games in 2 injury-plagued seasons. That call doing a great job. He's over here. He wins quickly to the inside. He sets up the right time.
Flex your options with the new YouTube TV sports plan. Score over 30 live sports channels to watch Hail Mary touchdowns, last-second goals, and thrilling races.
In an empty backfield.
I'm just curious, bro. I just want to see something real quick before I go back to what on the game. What the fuck? Who this?
I love Tyrese, right? Look, I hate when he's upset, bro. The top of Forbes, right? 4,500 companies, CEOs, the smartest guys we know. If we ask them when they took their biggest losses, right? They stop for a second and they think. It clearly says married and divorced. It's a column.
Alright. It's cool that 50 Cent cool with Tyrese. Let me see something real quick. Hold on. What the fuck? Look for. Oh, YouTube TV. Just interesting. I just want to see this shit real quick before I go back. Like, what the fuck you interrupted me? Shut your ass up. I want to do what I want to do. $7.99 a month for the first 3 months. It's actually not too bad. Genuinely not too bad. Sports plan. What the fuck? Nigga, this is not bad. What the fuck? This is not bad at all. Oh God, it's not bad. This is crazy. $54.99. What the fuck? For the first 12 months? Nigga, this is crazy, son. This is fucking crazy. This is crazy, dog. What? Get the fuck out of here. $54.99. That's not bad. That's genuinely not bad. That's honestly not bad. Get to watch some football, baby. That's not bad, bro. I'm gonna keep it a beat. That ain't bad. We can watch what the fuck we want to watch. 54. That's not bad. That's genuinely not bad. Shit, that's not bad, bro. I'm on that motherfucker. I swear to God, on bro. I'm on that shit. All right.
Good time. He's gonna hit it short. That is Davis. Nice game, but Trey Avery.
My fucking body sore as hell.
2nd and 4 after the offsides penalty on the Bills to conclude the first quarter. That's Raheem Sanders moving forward and past the first down. Kyle Allen still at the controls. That's Frank Gore Jr. with his first carry of the day. Spins up to the 35.
Now looking at things from the sideline, is we're used to always looking at the end zone copy, so learning how to watch the game from the sideline is a big adjustment.
Nice tackle there by McMillan and Tyler Hall as well.
This game low-key dry to fucking paint.
The middle, and that ball is incomplete. Really good coverage by the 4-year vet Tyler Hall. guy that's got a couple of rings as a practice squatter for the Rams. And for an answer,
I'll phone Chris Rose. I know you're the trivia master.
You stop that. Third drive for the Browns. Shedeur Sanders, Carson Ryan, the rookie. Inside Bills territory on a nice
It's a big ass 49, big as hell.
Left guard, left tackle.
That works too.
Okay.
73.
73, 75. All right, here's an end around. Isaiah Bond, the speedster.
What happened to Concepcion? I don't see him on the field. On the field.
Time right now to check in with Aditi Kinkabwala. That away. That's left guard on left guard crime. We don't like that. Shedeur Sanders on 3rd and long. Delivers a strike. That is Floria again who scored the touchdown. And yes, now it is first down time for Shedeur.
Got another great pocket by the Browns offensive line. Finding Luke.
That was a tad bit behind.
On the left side of your screen, runs all the way across Shedeur Sanders, looking, waiting, finding the space in the zone coverage.
And Sanders continues to look sharp. That's Raheem Sanders trying to bust it outside. Tripped up by Davison Igbinosun. Sanders looking left, now to the middle of the field. Ball popped in the air and it is intercepted. It is picked off by the Bills' DeMar Hamlin. Browns had a good thing going.
He threw the ball a little. He got to catch the ball. It's a little bit behind. He got to catch the ball though. You got to catch the ball.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44.
Kyle Allen remaining in the game. Hand off to Moore, who gets nothing. Back to the interception, Joe. 2nd and 8 for the Bills. Under 4 minutes to go in the first half. Allen looking down the field for Sherfield, and he gets
good fucking tackle.
Nice
good catch, but a good tackle.
As the veteran gets the ball up to the 39. Gain of 20.
You got Trey Avery in coverage here, and he's running all the way across.
Damn, son.
Gore in the backfield. It's an end around to Mecole Hardman. The speedster only gets a couple. Sanders dumps it down to Booth, and he is going to be tied up. Joey Andreessen, the first to hit him, and then a second shot as well, maybe even a yard or two out of bounds.
He's about flat, nah.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna end this. I don't think Shedeur come back in. I'm gonna look to see who's
for Allen.
Who's in the 3rd quarter.
For quickly, you're gonna
bottled up nicely by that Buffalo. 3rd and 12 for Watson.
Yeah, Watson. Yeah, I'm done. All right, man. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. I'm gonna try to see if I can book something. We can do some other shit too. It won't be the piano tomorrow. It'll be like straight catching up on like NFL and like other stuff. And if you see if anything happens, we'll talk about it. All right, so I'm out of here. Peace. Oh shit, I'm about to bust my ass. Ugh.